Okay, this seems like a good enough spot.
Yes! We're on top of a hill,
Yes.
and we can see the whole thing from up here. Nice
Hmm.
view!
Hmm. Indeed. Right. Just get yourself comfortable then.
Should I sit down?
Sure, if that'll be more comfortable for you. Alright.
Hi, Orisa.
Hello, Fiamma. No. Oh, okay. Yes, just start by keeping your eyes closed.
My eyes are shut.
Hmm. Now, is there perhaps anything in particular you want to explore?
I don't really know how this works, so I can't say.
Hmm.
What
Okay.
should I be wanting to explore?
Something that is difficult for you to retain when you're in your normal state.
Hmm.
Perhaps try something that is relevant to your current situation.
I mean, the most significant thing that doesn't get retained when I'm normal is, uh, just overall mental clarity and intelligence.
Hmm. Unfortunately, that is a bit too broad for the purposes of this.
I
We'll
thought
have
it would
to,
be.
we'll have to focus on the specific memories. That is something that will come in time as more and more comes to you.
Okay, then. Probably if I had to fish up specific memories that I can't really remember too well normally, it would probably be my brother's death. And my sister's death. But either one of them happened pretty close together, so it's just kind of one big memory bubble that I just, yeah.
Okay. Then, how about you tell me a little bit about none?
Um, like what?
Let us start with your brother. What kind of person was he?
He was misguided. He I don't want to say that he was a bad person, but he wasn't a good person either, and he did a lot of bad things.
Hmm. It is hard to say that about family. I understand.
Yeah, he was vulnerable. And sometimes I feel like it's my fault that what happened to him happened to him. I feel like if me and Anna and Faye were all a better family to him, then he wouldn't have felt so unloved and desperate. But he resigned himself to a solitary place. We never spoke. And when a mortal petitioned him for, well, the only thing he wished for was to be loved and have a family of his own. And that weakness and vulnerability made him go to very great lengths to obtain that. But I just feel like the answer all along was the family he already had that maybe neglected him.
See.
What'd you say?
I see. What did he end up doing?
Well, basically, the mortal woman who appeared to him wanted to be the empress of the entire world, all of Ravenia held in their hands together, under divine rule, where all of the wars would stop. And, I mean, he followed her plan and sort of forcefully subjugated the entire world, through an army of demons who killed anyone who rebelled. Including my former self a couple of times, but after sort of losing all hope, I ended up reincarnating into Fiamma. When he realized that the woman was just using him to get what she wanted, he just sort of became really depressed. And then he just sort of took the backseat and just wasted away his life doing nothing, while demons terrorized the world and killed a lot of innocent people. That lady was straight up evil. I don't think my brother really had any malice in him. He really just had the promise of love and a family, and all he got was an evil wife who wanted to rule the world and a daughter that wasn't really his either. I feel bad for him.
That speaks greatly to your compassion.
I also had to watch him die. Well, I guess I didn't have to, but I did. I was there when it happened.
Tell me a bit about
that. You want me to describe it?
If you feel it is difficult to talk about.
I can talk about it, though.
Okay.
It was at the very end of everyone's journey, my sister had sacrificed herself to imbue a magic sword with the power to kill him forever and stop him from reincarnating again. We were in the castle in the first city, one of the highest floors where we could see the whole continent in every direction is stretched from there. And after the demon queen was killed in a very bloody fight, his daughter Vale, who was actually not biologically his daughter, he knelt down and hugged her. He was crying. The only thing he could say was muttering an apology. He told her that she would always be his real daughter no matter what, and that he loved her. He turned and he looked at me with the most sorrowful expression I've ever seen on anyone before. And that look he gave me was the last thing I saw before Kinu beheaded him. It broke me a little bit. The light inside me felt even dimmer than it did when Faye sacrificed herself. Because at least she knew what she was dying for. It was her own decision that she made consciously in order to help us, and she believed it would be worth it. It was something heroic, done out of compassion. My brother's death couldn't have been more of the opposite, I guess. It was just regrets upon regrets, and could tell how sad he was.
I can see why this is something that you repress.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm how I normally am, I think he's still alive. Like, all of the details of his death have just been pushed so far down, I forgot he even died in the first place.
It feels that he did not deserve that fate. He deserved the chance at redemption.
Maybe. I think he did, but maybe I'm in the wrong. I don't know.
I do not think that you are.
The mortals all seem convinced that killing him was the only way to bring about justice. Especially after Faye sacrificed herself, thinking that imbuing the sword with the power to kill him for good would be the only way to save us. But I don't know.
Killing him, perhaps. But to prevent any possibility of a second chance of him coming back as a different person like you did.
I just feel like we could have talked him down, but if we solved it without violence, then would Faye's sacrifice have been in vain?
Mm.
What did she die for if he doesn't?
Very conflicting feelings, hard ones to deal with. But it is something that is important to remember because it is something, an experience that you can learn from and influence your actions for the future. Do not make the same mistakes. Treat those close to
I
you
still
with
don't
more
know
kindness.
what I would have done differently.
It is something you can think about. More specifically, you can think about what you can do for the people who are around you now to prevent something like that from happening again, to prevent someone from falling to that point.
I like to think that I try my best to make everyone feel loved and appreciated that I know.
I know you do.
I guess that's part of why I became so friendly. My previous self before I reincarnated wasn't really the affectionate type. She was pretty cold and aloof from what I remember.
Hmm. Perhaps then
But that wasn't really
things,
me.
perhaps then things would have been different if you were around instead. Perhaps that is
I hope
something
they
that you,
would, but
perhaps that is something that you can take some solace in. That with you, this would not happen again. It's the way that you are.
I guess I never thought about it like that.
I want you to think about that and think about why it is important that you remember him for the good and the bad and what it can teach you. Keep that on your mind as you open your eyes. And I will help it stay with
Oh
you.
wait, should I open them now?
When you are ready, remember him. This is good. This is progress. Does it feel better knowing that his memory is with you in some way.
I think it does.
Good. I think now I can let this go.
Thank you, Orisa.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Is that all for today?
We can go a little further if you want. I do want to be a little bit careful so that nothing gets lost again.
I kind of agree with you there.
Hmm.
Plus, that was already kind of,
It was a big one to start with.
yeah, I think so too.
A bit like getting into the pool by diving first.
Mm-hmm.
It means the next part will be easier.
Yeah.
In that case, how about you get some rest for now? And we can make this a regular
Okay.
thing.
I would love to. Thank you so much.
Of course. This is one of the better parts of my job. You have a wonderful smile.
Can I give you a hug?
Absolutely. Now, how about you run along now and maybe spend some time with your girlfriend, right?
Okay. Bye.
Farewell.